Hello out there, YouTube. This is Ed Pollock, Pollock's World of Entertainment. Welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a pretty short video, and I actually had considered putting this in with the video when I do the review of Godzilla King of the Monsters, which I will be going to see tomorrow. Or actually, technically, it's now later today. But I decided to do this separately. But it's really about how, in general, a lot of movies have been bombing at the box office. They've done poorly, and there have been a couple movies that have outperformed, like John Wick, and to a small degree maybe Detective Pikachu. But by and large, Godzilla King of the Monsters over the weekend did not do nearly what was expected, or what the original Godzilla did, or what King Kong did, or and in general, it just underperformed what was expected. It is definitely one that it's definitely not the only one. Hellboy is another underperformed. There's been a number of movies that have done poorly at the box office, and there are multiple reasons for that, and some of those will apply with Godzilla King of the Monsters in particular, but also what I wanted to talk about was the Avengers effect, the Avengers Endgame effect. A number of years ago, I worked seasonally at Target as a job that I had while I was on layoff from my full-time job, which is a temporary layoff, but if there's something to do to make a bit of extra money, I worked part-time at Target. And then once January came around, although a couple of the seasonal employees were kept, and that was and most by and large most of the seasonal employees were let go. And what I'm getting at there is that once the holidays are over, things in retail really will slow down, and there is a kind of a withdrawal effect where you've had all the hustle and bustle of the holiday season, and then the holidays are over, and really people want a break from it, want it to, they don't want to go back to that. They don't want to go back to that situation, even though the stores are not going to be nearly as packed. It's still kind of in people's minds of hustle and bustle. They they want to stay away from that, which is why a lot of retailers will slow down quite a bit in January and February. That also can be applied to movies. You had Avengers Endgame, that was a massive, massive blockbuster. It had the biggest opening by a wide margin. And if you went to the theaters during this time, you had really busy theaters, so you may have long lines getting tickets, long lines for concessions, packed theaters, and a lot of noise trying to watch, and you're trying to watch a movie. And all that hustle and bustle can also affect movies that are following. Whenever you have that big of a movie, and that making theaters that busy, and that is what Endgame did. And theaters were really busy, so you but as time went on, that withdrawal set in, and Avengers Endgame actually could be a victim of its own success at this point, when it's trying to catch Avatar, and while it seems like it's so close, yet it's so far away. it's really losing steam. And again, when you have that big of an opening, that for it to lose steam is something that can happen. It can happen. It's happening with that movie, and it's really affecting a lot of other movies that are coming out. Just with all that hustle and bustle you had from when Avengers Endgame came out, people were shying away from the movie theaters. And that also comes into the point of the competition, where you have other options for media. And so, yeah, that there could be definitely a bit of withdrawal there among moviegoers. And the will it pick up again? Like, you'd certainly hope so. It has actually been a slow year in general for the movie theaters. They're down quite a bit over last year, and you haven't had that many big blockbusters. But hopefully for the theaters, that things will pick up, and they'll have other blockbusters that'll be overperforming, so they'll catch up for the year. Um, that's it for this video. Please like and subscribe, and I will be coming out with my review of Godzilla King of the Monsters, and I'll get more into why I feel that movie didn't perform up to expectations. But it is, yeah, Avengers Endgame, and how much it put up, and how much it flooded the theaters. I think that has affected that movie, along with the other movies that have followed. But please, your comments. Please leave in comments what you think, and again, please like and subscribe. And otherwise, thanks very much. Have a good night.